Dzień dobry, YouTube. Ivitami to another episode of Atticus Eats. Atticus Shaffer here. And my dear friends, oh my goodness, hello. Wonderful to see you all again. Happy Saturday to you all. Cool people, in our next excursion today for today's episode, I was talking about it with Mama Bear last night, and really, what I like to do is I like to make sure that I'm keeping a good variety as far as what we eat here on the channel. Keep it interesting, not have it get too repetitive, and obviously we want to go to different places, right? And the cool thing is I have fairly a long list of places to go to. However, it's just a matter of picking and choosing, okay, what do I want to do today? And Mama Bear, she was like, hey, I know that you're doing your big box kind of supermarket grocery store delis. Walmart has a deli, and they have some pretty good stuff. They have these flautas that are really good, highly recommend, but they have a bunch of other stuff there as well. You should go try it. And I go, that's a great idea, Mom. I absolutely will do that. So today, for your viewing pleasure, my friends, we are at Walmart, and we have procured goods and sustenance today. I'm very excited to try it with you all. It was funny, as an immediate follow-up, my mom was like, yeah, a lot of the stuff that they have there is fried, but it's cheap. And it's true, like the flautas she was talking about, you could get them for $2 and change. Unfortunately, they didn't have any there today, at least not that were made, but you can get like little buckets of popcorn chicken. You can get a corn dog for $1, which is kind of insane. And, you know, lots of other little things. And so it was really cool, and then she was really funny. She was like, hey, they also have these different pre-made salads there if you want to be healthy. And I laughed at her and I said, that's a good joke, Mom. But then, actually, what I did is her voice was in my head. She planted a good seed. And I was walking around and I was going, okay, what do I want? I could get a corn dog, or I could get this popcorn chicken thing. No, that's fried chicken again. I want something a little bit different. And then I walked over and I saw that they had pre-made sandwiches, and they had wraps. And I looked down and I saw the spicy mustard chicken wrap by Market Side. And I go, hey, that actually looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a glare right now, but you guys can see some of that. I'll pull it out and showcase it to you. But made fresh in store, packed today at 5 a.m. Best if used by May 1st, so that's good. We've got time. But yeah, $5.64. And it's grilled chicken with pepper jack cheese, Santa Fe style tortilla strips, the little chips for a little crunch, green lettuce, which is nice, it's not white, and mustard sauce. And I thought, that sounds absolutely incredible. And then I looked up and I saw that they had sauces for sale, and they have ranch, which is a good classic standby, so I procured that just in case this other one isn't good. And they also have chicken dipping sauce. And I go, chicken dipping sauce? What the deuce is that? And then I go, wait a minute, is this knockoff Chick-fil-A sauce? It very well could be. So, we're gonna try this out right now. We will see what is what. And I'm just so grateful that I get to be here with you all again. How is your Saturday going thus far, my friends? A nice little meal for cheap. The sauce packets were 42 cents a piece. I think I paid $6 and change total. So, not terrible. You know, not too shabby. Smells good. Smells like something you get at a deli, which is nice, because we did. I'm scared. How do I... Okay, there we go. It's in my lap. It's girded by my loins. Okay, let's take a look here at the chicken dipping sauce. That's Chick-fil-A sauce. It's very dark brown Chick-fil-A sauce, you guys. Holy cow, it's their knockoff Chick-fil-A sauce. I cannot believe that I actually had the presence of mind to look at that and figure that out. It's like doing arithmetic at 5 a.m. Alright. Look at that. Seems pretty good. Sauce makes everything better, too. So let's go ahead. I'm a right-handed eater. Got a proper dip. Dip it dip. Nestorovia, cool people. Good or gag? Let's find out. That's good right there. Mm-hmm. Mmm. That will eat, my friends. Wow. Yeah. I'm actually really impressed by that. Tender, good chicken. It's cold chicken. But cold chicken is pretty good. That lettuce is actually green. It's not all rotten and wilted and nasty. The tortillas don't have as much of a crunch as I would hope. That's the only thing I think is like, that's a little disappointing. But the mustard sauce that's in this, very good. Not too spicy at all. It just has a nice, gentle flavor. Really, really pleasant, though. Very enjoyable. Wow! I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Maybe I'll just pour it on. Keep pouring it on. Yay, glob. Mm-hmm. That's really good, you guys. Wow. Really good flavor combination. Tortilla's nice and soft. For the price, you can't beat it. And this is objectively a healthier alternative, right? Not just fried food all the time. Something grilled, light, not a lot of oil in it. If this is healthy eating, sign me up. Let me tell you what. That's some good stuff right there. And Chick-fil-A sauce makes everything better. Completely righteous. Semi-truck driver over yonder. Oh yeah. Very good. Wow. I need to say I'm thoroughly impressed, friends. Whenever you go anywhere, there's always a little bit of like risk because you're trying something new, right? And my mom had even said, I'm scared about recommending this to you because I don't want it to be bad. And I was like, it's okay if it's bad, I'll just tell them that. But she's really sweet because she doesn't want me to ever like eat anything that's disappointing or whatever. Hello, crow. There's a crow right over here on this metal bar. He's just chilling, man. Looking around, contemplating his ifs in life. He's awesome. He's doing his shimmy. Let me see if I can show you. Oh no, of course he left. Dang it! Always when I want to show nature. I'm not a good nature photographer. But, no. But it's cool because it was like, I think it's one of those things where you always, when you go to a deli at a supermarket, you know, you always run the risk of having some lazy people work that day. And I actually find that whenever Mom and I order food from, like order groceries, from Walmart or Whole Foods or something like that, and we have them delivered, that's when actually we get hosed when we want to get deli or prefab meal items, because they'll give the older stuff first. They don't give the fresh stuff. And it's kind of lame because we've literally had it where we've gotten like meals from Whole Foods or something like that, and they were Best Buy the day before we ordered, right? And it's like, dude, come on, that's lame. Just throw this out, give me something fresh. Because what if I'm buying food for my lunch for the following day? You know what I mean? Don't give me something that's Frugal Hoosier Best Buy yesterday, you know? But as long as when you get to be the one that goes and chooses your own food, and you can like check the date, make sure it's still good, that was awesome. That picked the perfect wrap. I didn't finish it. I ate that first half that you guys saw me eat. I'm gonna save the other half for later. I may even give it to Mom, because that's not spicy at all for her. She would be able to enjoy that. And, man, that was really fun. That was really fun of an excursion to go and eat. And that's one of those types of foods where you eat and you don't feel overtly heavy. You just feel good. Move, Mr. Crow. No! He was right in front of me. Darn it. I don't have a squirrel moment in today's video. I have crow moments. We're very cultured. But yeah, I feel really good from eating that. I feel really, like, refreshed. Feel very good. I feel filled and satisfied, but not, like, stuffed and sick. That was a good buy. Thank you, Mama Bear, for suggesting Walmart. That was a ton of fun. My friends, also, too, whenever I look at wraps like that, I ironically think of my mom because I was thinking of, I always think of actually Trader Joe's when I think of wraps like that. That was something that my mom would always get as like an easy lunch when we would go to Trader Joe's for like an errand running day. And it was great because then we wouldn't have to go somewhere else to get food. She could just have a nice, clean, good meal that's prefab that she can eat. So I always have memories of my mom eating wraps. And there was this one day I was at my brother's place with my mom, and we had done some grocery shopping for a dinner that we were going to make that night. And we got, like, some snacks from the grocery store that we could eat. And so I had something, and then my mom had like, these egg roll, spring roll things from Trader Joe's. And I don't even think they make them anymore. But she had them at the time, and she was eating them. My brother ate it, and it was really good. We had another family member that was there with us, and he goes, "Man, you guys are raving about that. Hey, what's that sauce that you're dipping it in?" "Oh, well, these are spring rolls, and that we're dipping them in a peanut sauce." And without missing a beat, the extended family member goes, "You mean from peanuts?" My brother goes, "No, peanuts." Yeah. That's what it's like to be around my brother. Anyways, and also that extended family member. So, go figure. Anyways, on that note, my friends, let's unsarcastically answer a really good question from the comment section. Let's find a good one. Let's see here. Okay, here's a great one. Kyle Sketter 9691 on YouTube. If you could go back to biblical times and witness an event unfold in real time, which event would it be? There are so many to choose from, I can imagine it'd be hard to pick just one. Kyle, you're 100% right. It would be incredibly difficult to pick just one. But I want to commend you because that's an insanely awesome, awesome question. You know, there really are so many that when you read from the Bible, especially as a Christ follower, where it's genuinely coming to life in you by the Holy Spirit's work, there are so many different events that even just to imagine is so captivating, so interesting. And to be able to witness it unfold in real time would be incredible. Obviously, anything from the flood in Noah's time to, you know, there's so many. The Exodus from Egypt and the parting of the Red Sea. I could never pick just one, but a couple that I think would be really, really, really cool. One of them would definitely be, what was the moment like for Abraham when he was called out of Ur of the Chaldees by God to go to the Promised Land? What did that moment look like? Was it incredibly simple? Was it very profound? What was that like? I'm sure that there's lots of people who would also say that they would want to see the crucifixion, which I could completely understand. Being able to see the temple or the curtain, the veil in the temple torn in two, to be able to feel the earthquake, to see what things were like. Obviously, that would be incredible. But you know, I'm thinking about all this stuff because Mom and I recently on Amazon, it's included with Prime, we've been watching a show called AD. I forget what it's called, but it's a Bible-based show. It has some excellent actors in it. Really good cinematography, really good CGI. But in watching that, Mom and I, we really enjoyed it. There's several parts where they were not completely biblically accurate, and so Mom and I, we end up discussing those things and kind of establishing with ourselves, okay, that's not how the Bible said that went. That's not exactly accurate. They did theatricize this a bit. But there's other things that are biblically accurate, and you watch it and you go, wow, that was insanely amazing to witness. But I think the two, if I were to give a solidified answer, would be, I think it would be amazing to watch Jesus after he instructs the disciples on what to do after he is risen. And he says, behold, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. And he goes into heaven, the ascension. It's the ascension is what it's called in the Bible. I would love to be able to witness the ascension. I think that would be such a glorious, awe-inspiring event. That would be incredible. And then I think it would be amazing to watch Pentecost unfold, where the Holy Spirit descends upon the disciples and they all begin speaking in tongues. That would also be an incredibly amazing biblical event to witness. And I'm sure that there's countless others that I can even think of too. Battles that were fought by the nation of Israel and they won. Joshua is definitely someone that I would love to be able to just sit down and speak with, and hear what mighty things God did in his life, and how he was God's warrior for so much of taking over the land of Canaan, which then became the land of Israel. And so there's so many different things that I could point to and be like, yo, that would be amazing to see. Well, that's a great question actually to ask to all of you in the comments section. If you could go back into biblical times, what would be the event that you would want to witness unfold in real time? I'm curious to see what all of you have to say. That would be incredibly cool. Alrighty, my dear friends, once again, a little bit shorter of an episode today. I'm out running around doing some things, but my dear friends, always love every opportunity that I get to spend sitting with you guys, making these videos. I love when we get to sup together and fellowship together. Please, as always, be sure to check out the links in the comments, in the description box below. Link to my Twitch channel if you'd love to have some wonderful Christ-centered fellowship. If you're a nerd, if you like story-driven video games, or some awesome tactical nerddom and LARPing, amongst me and my friends, please definitely be sure to come by, hang out with us. We'd love to have you. Be kind, obey the rules. Also, please check out the link to my Cameo page. Mother's Day is coming up, Father's Day is coming up. I'm sure there's all manner of anniversaries and graduations and birthdays coming up. I would love to take part in your special celebrations and make them extra special with a personalized video shout out to you or your loved ones. Please be sure to book me down on Cameo. It would be my pleasure. And also, my dear friends, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And please be sure to share this video on all your social media. It goes a long way to supporting the work that I do and getting the channel pushed out there in the algorithm internet world. All of you guys are awesome. Can't wait to see you in the next one. God bless. Do widzenia.
I just want a great life, something where I feel like I just didn't waste time, something I look back and say that was a great time, 'cause man, I just hate when the years pass by the wayside.